This is AION Powerhouse. Signal over noise, today's briefing. Last week, one builder paid 5.5 times more for the same benchmark. Same vendor, one model rev, here's why.
Welcome to AION Powerhouse. Today, Google's Gemini 3.5 Flash launched May 19th and quietly broke every AI builder's cost model. Same benchmark, same vendor, one model rev-in. The bill went from $278 to $1,551. Here are the 5 signals.
Right, so let's get straight into signal 1, the receipt. Simon Willison reran his artificial analysis benchmark suite. On 3 Flash, the cost was $278.
But on 3.5 Flash, the exact same run hit $1,551.
Exactly. I mean, that is a 5.5x real bill increase, not the 3x that the official rate card suggests.
And that compounding doesn't come from the input cost. It comes from the reasoning tokens per turn.
Yeah, the model is simply thinking longer to get to the same answer. Yeah. Which brings us to signal 2, the reframe. For 2 years, the word Flash just universally meant cheap default tier.
Right, the bottom rung.
But look at what Google did here. They promoted 3.5 Flash above last year's Gemini 3.1 Pro on the major agentic benchmarks. Terminal Bench 2.1 is hitting 76.2%. MCP Atlas is at 83.6%.
So they priced it like a mid-tier model because it practically is one, meaning there is no cheap default anymore. There is just a router.
Exactly. The cheap default slot actually migrated over to Gemini 3.1 Flashlight, which is sitting at 25 cents input, $2 output.
Flash is now business class. Premium economy got renamed. Economy still exists. It's called Flashlight.
Which leads perfectly into signal 3, the math. We've got 3 numbers on a sticky note here.
You're watching AION Powerhouse, the daily AI and finance briefing that turns the noise into signal. Every weekday. AIONpowerhouse.com.
Input is 1.50 per million. Output is $9 per million, and cached input is 15 cents per million.
Notice how the cached input rate is literally the only line that didn't move.
Right, but the output compounds aggressively. 4 turns at 800 tokens on the old 3 Flash becomes 6 turns at 1,400 tokens on 3.5 Flash.
The rate card went up 3x, the meter went up 2. That's where 3x becomes 5.5x.
Yeah, you have to route any task under 2,000 output tokens straight to Flashlight. You reserve 3.5 Flash strictly for your complex agentic loops.
But let's look at signal 4. We need to explicitly name the honest invalidation here, the bear case.
Right, because if 3.5 Flash actually replaces last year's Pro on your specific workloads, paying 3x more for Flash is actually just paying 0.4x the cost of Pro.
I mean, that is a 60% price drop in disguise.
Exactly. Willison explicitly notes that Google's plan is essentially use 3.5 Flash for everything.
But you cannot just blindly trust that. You have to test before you reroute.
100%. Which is why Signal 5 is the strategic rate. We have 3 specific moves for builders this week. Move A, audit your Flashline item immediately.
Because if you didn't pin a version number in your API call, you may already be on 3.5 paying 5.5x without knowing it.
Yeah. Move B. Add Flashlight to your router. Make it your true cheap default for anything requiring under 2K output tokens.
And move C, turn on prompt caching for any prompt reused more than 3 times a day.
Right. At 15 cents per million cached, it's the only line that didn't move. You have to use it.
That's today's signal. If you want this every weekday, your trusted sources turn from noise into one sharp breach. In a voice you choose, try AION Powerhouse free. The link is in the description. Tomorrow's brief is on the AI coding stack split.
That's your AION Powerhouse briefing. Subscribe to keep the signal coming. New episode tomorrow. See you then.